Hi ladies, so today I'm going to be filming a video on pretty girl perfumes. Now, I did like a small video of this topic on TikTok, and for me, in my mind, I have kind of categorized my fragrances. Like, for me, there are pretty girl scents, there are clean girl scents, there are cool girl scents, there are vanilla girl scents. There are different types of scents that I would pair to like an aesthetic. I'm not pairing it to a girl, but I'm pairing it to like an aesthetic. So today I wanted to cover pretty girl perfumes, and let me know guys if you like this kind of video idea. I can definitely continue it and do, like, in the next one I can do cool girl perfumes, beachy girl, whatever. You guys let me know if you like it and I can continue. But yeah, today we're going to be talking about the ultimate pretty girl scents, and for me, the fragrances that I have here really fit that aesthetic, so let's get into it. So first up we have MANCERA Roses Vanille. Now, I absolutely love this fragrance, but I will say the only reason that I personally don't wear this scent quite a lot is because this DNA, this kind of sweet, very feminine rose scent is extremely common in Dubai. Like, it is the #1 scent DNA here in Dubai. So for me, that is the only reason that I don't wear it. But as you can see, I bought myself a bottle and I absolutely love the way that it smells. It's exactly what I said. This is a very kind of sweet, warm rose fragrance, and it is absolutely gorgeous and very, very addictive. It kind of reminds me of Montal Intense Cafe, Gentle Fluidity Gold from MFK, Kayali Pink Diamond Sweet Pepper. Like, I have a lot of fragrances that smell like this, but I would say if you guys were after that sort of sweet rose DNA, go for Roses Vanille or Intense Cafe because you can find them super cheap online. So I would definitely recommend it. It's a very, very pretty girl perfume. Like, it's sweet, it's feminine, it's gorgeous, it leaves a beautiful trail behind you. So I definitely recommend Roses Vanille. For me, the longevity is around 7 hours on my skin with a nice projection. So definitely recommend it as a pretty girl perfume, Roses Vanille from MANCERA. Speaking of the devil, we have Kayali's new launch called The Wedding Silk Santal. You can see guys, I have made a small dent in this because I am wearing this fragrance non-stop these days. I don't know why, but I love it. Like, I really love this fragrance. Do I think it's the most unique scent on the planet? Not at all, but I find it to be extremely addictive and really sexy on the skin. So Silk Santal is a beautiful vanilla fragrance, like definitely a lot of vanilla going on in this scent, with a kind of marshmallowy, candied sweetness, as well as a little bit of a peachiness and some florals, like some soft white florals in the base, and it's just beautiful. Like, it's very... There was just like it wasn't an accident, but there was like a car altercation that just happened outside my window. I heard the bang and then the crash, and obviously I looked down. And this happens a lot in Dubai because people drive really, really stupidly in the region, in my opinion. Like, people don't pay attention, they do reckless things, and that's why it's so common for like accidents to happen. Obviously, you hope that nobody gets hurt. Like, I don't think anybody got hurt. I can see from my window, but like, people really need to pay attention when they drive here. I have mega driving anxiety, you guys. Like, I don't drive in Dubai because I find the roads to be really intimidating and really scary because there is just too many cultures on the roads driving how they're used to driving. Do you know what I mean? So I literally am talking about it with my therapist right now. Like, I just get so much anxiety to drive here. Okay, so The Wedding Silk Santal. This is just gorgeous. Like, it's very sweet, it's very feminine. You have this vanilla, the marshmallowy sweetness, which makes it more like, I don't want to call it cute, but it's kind of cute. And there is a peachiness, like, it's just beautiful. So their notes are actually on the back. Okay, so it's champagne, freesia, praline, nectarine, sandalwood, musk. Okay, but it's just gorgeous. I love it, and it definitely fits this kind of pretty girl aesthetic. And on my skin, I have seen mixed reviews about the longevity and projection. I will tell you guys, I'm surprised because it does actually last quite a while on my skin. I would say I get around 7 hours, 6-7 hours of really good wear with a nice projection. I definitely recommend overspraying it though. A lot of the Kayalis I recommend to overspray because some of them don't have the best longevity, but I love it. Silk Santal from Kayali. Next up we have Louis Vuitton Attrape-Rêves. I always laugh when I try to pronounce something like with a French accent, but Louis Vuitton Attrape-Rêves. This is absolutely stunning, you guys. Okay, are they really necessary? I spoke about it when I first got the fragrance and I said that I was disappointed, but I kind of want to take that comment back because I am wearing the fragrance. I don't know if you guys can see from my bottle, but I am wearing the scent because I really love the way that it smells. Now, I still have the same feelings towards the longevity and projection of the scent. For the price you're paying, I do expect this to last longer. Like, that is super annoying when you spend so much money on a fragrance and it doesn't last. So I am a little disappointed about that side of the fragrance, but in terms of the scent, you guys, this is like that girl, like the it girl, you know, the popular girl, the girl that everyone likes. This is her scent. This is a popular girl perfume. It's a lot of patchouli, a lot of peony, some lychee, which brings something kind of sour and tart to the scent, and it's just gorgeous, 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 you guys. For me, it's this beautiful like floral patchouli with this tartness going on, and it's just gorgeous. Like, I absolutely love the fragrance, if you cannot tell already. She is that girl, she is the it girl, she is the popular girl, and I love it so much. Next up, we have one of my personal favorites. This is BOUQUET ENCORE from L'Orchestre. Now, you can see my dent, guys, look. Like, I am obsessed with this fragrance, and I also love using this fragrance to layer with my other fragrances. A great layering combo for you guys is layering BOUQUET ENCORE with Musc Noir Rose from Narciso Rodriguez. If you own those two fragrances, try layering them together. It's just perfect. This is such a beautiful, airy, playful, sweet white floral. Now, what I love about this fragrance, and actually L'Orchestre in general, is that I find their fragrances to be really beautiful, but very approachable. Like, none of them smell too abstract. Like, they're kind of easy fragrances to understand, and I mean that in the best way possible. BOUQUET ENCORE is a white floral, but it's not too heady or indolic or thick and dense. Like, it has a really airy playfulness about it. It's sweet, it's musky, it's floral. There's a little bit of spice in the top, but to be honest, I don't really feel the spicy note in here. I mostly get a gorgeous, airy white floral with a very cute kind of marshmallowy cocooning sweetness and some muskiness, and it's just beautiful. I really recommend this one, guys. This is gonna get compliments. This is gonna get you noticed. It's a beautiful fragrance. Longevity and projection is good. It's not fantastic. I do have to be honest about that. I would say on my skin, I get around 6 hours with a nice projection. Because it feels quite airy, the scent in general, I feel like it travels quite a lot. So it leaves a beautiful trail behind you when you wear it. And I just love it. It's definitely this pretty girl aesthetic. It's beautiful, it's feminine, it's sweet, it's just spectacular. Next up, we have Dama Bianca from Casamarati. Now, I couldn't decide where I wanted to put her. Did I want to put her in the clean girl aesthetic, the pretty girl aesthetic, the vanilla girl? I'm not sure. Like, she could kind of fit in a lot of different categories, but essentially, I feel like she's the pretty girl. Dama Bianca is this beautiful, soft, powdery, musky, fresh vanilla fragrance, and it's just so stunning, you guys, on the skin. I actually took this fragrance with me on vacation this year, and there was a night where there was a bunch of us sitting at the table, and I always want to bring my perfumes out. It's like a show and tell. So I brought Dama Bianca down and showed it to a bunch of people this summer in Pierre's family, and everyone was like mesmerized, you guys. Like, I wish I recorded it because all of them were like, oh oh my god, like the reactions were so over the top, but I loved it because for me, whenever somebody has like a really visceral reaction to something that I show them, like a perfume, it makes me so excited. I think you guys can tell, but Dama Bianca, she's beautiful. It's a vanilla, but so much more. You have the freshness, you have something powdery, you have something musky, very cocooning, sweet, just a 10 out of 10. This is definitely a pretty girl perfume, but it also fits in some other aesthetics as well. So love it. Longevity and projection is really good on my skin. I get around 7 hours of pretty good wear with a nice minimal projection. So definitely recommend her. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous pretty girl scent. Next up, we have the ultimate pretty girl. Out of this entire video, I think this fragrance right here would be exactly what I would imagine when I think of a pretty girl perfume. This is ex Nihilo Fleur Narcotique, the Extrait. You guys know, if you follow me, I talk about this one a lot because the scent is just so gorgeous, you guys. Like so gorgeous. It's the pretty girl perfume. It is the pretty girl perfume. Ex Nihilo Fleur Narcotique is this beautiful, fresh, musky, airy, clean floral fragrance. I think there's some osmanthus, there's a lot of peony, a lot of musk, a freshness, there's orange blossom. It's just so beautifully blended. Like it feels so well blended that you don't really smell specific notes, if you know what I mean. But overall, what you're gonna get is this very clean, musky, fresh floral fragrance that just screams pretty girl. Like it's just gorgeous, you guys. And actually, I spoke about this on my TikTok. This is Hailey Bieber's favorite perfume. Now, I am not a big fan of like celebrities. Like I've never watched the Kardashians in my life, and I don't say that to be like proud or anything. I just haven't ever really watched it, and I don't know why. I'm not a big fan of like, yeah, I don't follow like a specific celebrity and like obsess over them. If that makes any sense. Like I've never really been like that. I'm more like following influencers actually, like TikTokers, YouTubers, like that's more my thing rather than like celebrities. But Hailey Bieber, this is her favorite perfume in the world, I think. So yeah, I just wanted to make that a side note. But gorgeous fragrance. The only issue is the longevity and projection. For me, Fleur Narcotique, it only lasts around 4 or 5 hours on my skin, give or take, and the projection is okay, which is very disappointing for the price of this scent. Like that is very, very disappointing, but I love the fragrance so much that I don't care. It's the same issue that I have with Moonlight in Heaven from Kilian. And I think I said it in a video that I would never repurchase that fragrance. I think I will repurchase it, unfortunately, because I love Moonlight in Heaven so much. I love Fleur Narcotique so much. Maybe I would repurchase them. It's just the longevity and projection is really tragic. And a lot of you guys have told me to try Le Vin by Ormond Jane. I have a sample of it and it smells almost the same as Fleur Narcotique. Really, really, really similar. But also I had issues with that one with longevity. Like I sprayed it on my skin everywhere and I felt like it was exactly the same as this scent. Like it didn't really last, didn't really project. So for me, I might as well just stick with this one. Next up, we have Amouage Guidance. Now, if you guys watched my video on TikTok viral fragrances, you will know that myself, I really think that this is a great fragrance. I think it was made so well, and I really mean that. This is not paid, like Amouage has never paid for anything. I'm not saying that, but personally for me, on my skin, Guidance doesn't work. And it's so funny because after I made that video, I had a bunch of people message me with their incredible experiences wearing Guidance. Like a bunch of people messaged me saying they had the craziest compliments, people messaging them for what their scent is, this and that, like crazy experiences. And then the other half were saying, I'm totally with you, something about Guidance makes me a little bit nauseous. So it was so crazy, the split of you guys, like 50-50. Some of you said it was the best perfume ever, and some of you said it made you nauseous. And unfortunately, as much as I wanted to love this fragrance because I think it is gorgeous, something about it makes me nauseous, you guys. I will continue to try, with this one because I don't want to give up just yet. Even though I've been trying for a few weeks now, I don't want to give up. but guys, there is something in here that makes me feel nauseous. So I will try, but yeah. And that is the reason that I'm recommending this fragrance, because so many people love it, and I want to recommend you guys a fragrance that you may fall in love with. You may fall in love with Guidance, and it definitely fits this pretty girl perfume aesthetic. What you have in Guidance is pear, hazelnut, sandalwood, and frankincense. And I've been thinking for ages, what does this remind me of? Because it smells creamy, but it smells watery at the same time. Like, does that even like make sense? Like, it smells creamy but watery. And I thought that maybe it reminds me of like coconut or almond milk or something like that, like a watery nut milk. That's kind of what it reminds me of. And I don't really know, does anybody else get that? Because I was talking to Pierre about it. I was like, I finally figured out what it reminds me of. And I think it reminds me of like a coconut milk or an almond milk, because those type of milks are kind of watery in a way, but they also have the nuttiness and the creaminess. Does that make sense? So that's what Guidance reminds me of. It's creamy, but it's fresh, but it has the pear, it's nutty, it's watery, it's milky. Yeah. Definitely check it out, pick up a sample, see if you love it. Maybe you'll fall in love, maybe you won't, but it's definitely a pretty girl perfume. Also guys, on TikTok, somebody, her name is Sniff with Steph, she said that this fragrance reminds her of a clean vajayjay. And also now I cannot unsmell that. Next up, we have Solar Blossom from Mizensir. Now, Solar Blossom kind of reminds me of Love Don't Be Shy from Kilian, but way less sweet. Love Don't Be Shy for me personally, don't hate me, but it doesn't work for me. It's too sweet. It feels very suffocating. I think it smells good on some people, for sure, it smells good, but for me it's suffocatingly sweet. But in terms of fragrances that have that Love Don't Be Shy DNA out of Oriana, Sintra by Memo, etc, etc, my personal favorite is actually Solar Blossom. I took this one as well with me on vacation. You can see that I wore it quite a lot. And what I like about Solar Blossom is that it never goes too far. It never goes too candied, too sweet, too toothaking. It is sweet, but it equally has as much freshness. You have a lot of orange blossom in here, a lot of neroli, and then you have that beautiful vanilla sweetness. So I really feel like this is the perfect balance. Like, they balance the fragrance absolutely perfectly between those kind of green, vibrant florals with the sweetness. I just feel like it works beautifully, and it smells very, very refined and luxurious on your skin. Longevity and projection for me is quite good on Solar Blossom. I get around 7 hours of good wear with a nice projection within my arm's length. So definitely a pretty girl scent. This is another one that reminds me of like the Popular Girl perfume. Like, it just smells like that. Like, she's really pretty and she's really popular, and this is her fragrance. Next up, we have a fragrance that could be considered better than Delina. I said it. This is Loubidoo from Christian Louboutin. Now, you guys, I got this fragrance like a few weeks ago, and I am just head over heels in love with it. It's like Loubidoo. How can I describe it? I don't necessarily think that this is a Delina dupe by any means. Like, the notes are not even similar. You just have rose, strawberry, and cedarwood are the listed notes of this fragrance. But if you wanted like this very feminine, beautiful, plush rose fragrance, try Loubidoo, you guys. You will not be disappointed with this scent if you like kind of fresh, feminine rose fragrances. It kind of smells a little bit to me like a shampoo. Like, when you're younger and you have those very cute kind of fruity shampoos, that's what this fragrance smells like to me, but obviously very, very high quality. Like, you can feel like this is a quality fragrance just by the way that it smells. The rose is not too pungent. It's not old-fashioned and traditional. The rose is very pretty and very pink. Then you have a slight sweetness, like very, very, very slight from the strawberry note. And you have this very clean, musky, woody base. And it's just gorgeous, you guys. Think of a very fresh and clean and feminine rose scent, but it has some legs to it. That is Loubidoo. It's absolutely gorgeous, you guys. I cannot stop wearing it, especially day to day. It's very easy to wear. Whether you're running errands, going to pick up your kids from school, going grocery shopping, going to the mall, you can wear this scent and it works beautifully, especially during the hotter weather. I feel like it really shines in the heat. So totally recommend Loubidoo. For me, the longevity is around 7 hours, around the 6-7 hour mark, and then I don't smell it anymore, but I love it so much and I would really recommend you guys checking this one out if you wanted a clean, very plush, feminine rose scent. Finally, we have Rouge Trafalgar from Dior. You can see I've definitely worn this scent. I've actually had it for a really long time, I think since 2019. And it even has my initials. I remember when I was living in Australia and Dior wanted to send me this and I couldn't believe it at the time. Like, I was shaking because I couldn't believe Dior wanted to send me a product. But Rouge Trafalgar, you guys, is an explosion of fruits and musk and patchouli, and it's just so gorgeous, you guys. So gorgeous. I think you have strawberry, cherry, black currant. I think there's some blood orange in the top of this one, so it definitely has a bright, almost citrusy opening, but the fruitiness is really prominent in the fragrance, but in the best way. Like, it doesn't smell a childish kind of fruity vibe. Like, it's very, very addictive and kind of juicy, a little bit sour, mixed with the patchouli, the citrus, and the woods and musk. It's just spectacular, you guys, and really the ultimate pretty girl perfume. Rouge Trafalgar, wow, such a gorgeous scent and I love it so much. Longevity and projection for me is around 7 hours on my skin, and this one is a big compliment getter, let me tell you that. This one is a big compliment getter because of that fruity DNA. I find that especially men, if you care about that, if you care about men, men love fruity scents. I came to this, I had this epiphany like a few months ago that every time I get complimented from Pierre and like other guys, I'm always wearing a fruity scent. So take that information how you want. Rouge Trafalgar, absolutely gorgeous pretty girl perfume. So that is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you guys wanted to check out any of the fragrances, like the notes or who created the scent, you can check it out on Sniff, which is Pierre and I's mobile application. And also I will try to link some products down below if I can. And if you guys shop from those links, they will be affiliate links. So if you guys use our links, we will make a small commission if you choose to purchase something. So I just want to say thank you so much in advance because it's helping support Sniff and for us to reinvest into the app. So I really appreciate that, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.